How are we doing? Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be doing an intermission here on the Mini Marvel Train 2. We had an issue with somebody. Hey, welcome in, Christy. Welcome in, Chris. Welcome in, Colorado Bumpkin. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Thank y'all for coming in. I'll be co-hosting. Jesse, why are you not modded? I don't know why. It happens. It happens. Um, Hello, Jesse, my friend. Hello, darling face of design. Welcome in. We're gonna be doing a 30-minute intermission. As soon as we get rated, I'll bring Kylie in, and we're just gonna chat a little while. Nothing particular. We're just gonna have. There she is. Can I go ahead? And there is the raid early. Welcome in. Thank you, Wish Upon a Whisker 21. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes. Who was that? Who was that? Who came in? Oh, Danny, I'm sorry. I got an early raid. My bad. My bad. Different raid. You got me. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much for the raid, Danny, Colorado. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Kylie, are you ready for me to co-host you, my friend? And we're gonna talk about stuff going on. Yes. All right. Here we go. We're gonna co-host my friend, Afternoon Antico, and let's see what we got going on here. Here she comes. Here she comes. Welcome in, Princess Catherine. Welcome in. How are you?
Oh,
And I can't see it. Watch this. I can't see it on my phone. I can see you on my TV
wow.
screen. On my TV screen, but I can't see you on my phone. Gosh darn it. Let's see. I'm gonna back out and come back. Be right back. Not in show. Not in show, silly. Now we're gonna try that again. We're gonna try it again. All kind of stuff. Wish upon a whisker. Welcome in. Hello, friends. We're having some technical difficulties. We're trying to get Kylie in here. Where is she? Where are you? Say something, Kylie. Say something. There we go. Hang on. Oh, she's co-host already. What's going on? All kind of stuff. I'm gonna remove the co-host first. All right, we done that first. Now we're gonna try it again. What the heck's going on? Maybe. There we go. What the heck? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all.
You're working?
All kind of crazy stuff going on.
You're working?
I
What
wasn't
is
thinking
my
it.
hair doing? What is this? Yay, OB! Send me a picture.
First off, I want to say before we go any farther, as y'all know, this is our last train for the foreseeable future. We're gonna say that. We never say never, but for the foreseeable future, we're gonna take time. We're gonna step back. We're gonna step back, and we love doing trains. We love doing trains together, guys. It is. It's a fact. However, we have to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves first, right? And so, just for the record, Jesse loves a good train. Just for the record, there's absolutely zero issues between me and Kylie. Zero. I'm lying.
We hate each other's guts. We hate each
We
other's
do.
guts
We can't.
so much
We,
that we just
we
had
can't.
to stop doing whatnot. And, we got to get some new guts that we won't hate. No, seriously. We're besties. We're besties.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna change about that. It's just you people drive me crazy. You people. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we do
it's
tolerate each
crazy.
other.
Even when something like serious happens, like today we had a person who had an issue happen, which I don't know if we can tell you about it, but they're fine. Everything's fine. But like even that, it's not y'all's fault. It's just so
It's tough.
stressful.
It's tough.
It's so stressful. Like just the process of making graphics, making a schedule graphic, changing that schedule graphic 15 times, sending out signups, reminding people of signups, posting marketing. It's like so much stuff. It's so much stuff. And it's so stressful. So
And then there's game day, what I call game day, which is the day of the actual train that we have to be on our toes, making sure and being able to like we're doing right now. Again, things happen. We get it. We're not blaming anybody any way, shape, or form. Things happen. So, but we have to be able to respond. And make things work, and that's what
Yeah,
we're doing right now.
like Magpie's like, dude, I'm not staying in the whole train. If I'm hosting a train by myself, I'm not staying in every single show. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna eat food. I'm gonna be a human. And normally everybody's like, oh, you're fine. That's okay. But my big problem is, what if something goes wrong?
Right.
While
Exactly.
like you guys are adults, you can figure things out. But what if what? Oh, that's okay. You no, you can't do it anymore. Um, but yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff. So we're not doing it. But literally everybody is like, when's your next train? When's your next train? I'm not doing any more trains. Leave me alone.
For the
Don't leave me alone.
immediate, for the foreseeable future, we're going to call it.
Yeah, but you will see us streaming all the time. I do not
Okay.
plan to stream any less. In 2023, I think I did like 64 live shows. In 2024, I've done about 290. There's only 365 days in a year, guys. Like, and then trains on top of that. It's just crazy. So
Right.
what I
Right.
thought would be fun. Next year, my website is still going to be up, afternoonantique.co, and I'm still going to be doing supporting the community. So if you have a train, even if it's not a train, if you have a show that you want to advertise on my website, just send me the info. The info that you need to send me is on the website. It's under Whatnot Trains. Thank you, Stacy. So if you want to be like, I'm still going to be here to support the community, still going to be doing seller support chats, still going to be doing seller spotlights, like all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I will. I literally will. But I wanted to support the handmade community more next year because I am in the handmade community and it's rough out here, folks. Like it is. If I didn't have my friends who feel obligated to buy things for me, pity buys. I know it. I know it's pity buys, but I love it anyway. I would have never sold a single handmade item, maybe one or two. But like, if I didn't have the people and the time that I put in, I wouldn't be selling crap. So I want to elevate the handmade community by doing art with friends, and I'm gonna have on a host every 2 weeks. I'm gonna be doing art with friends. You don't have to be a seller. You can be a just regular person. I love you. But you can be just a regular person who doesn't sell, and you can co-host with me. Right, Wayward? So if you want to be one of my guests, it's just an hour show, 6 p.m. every other Tuesday. Ooh, those are good.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Acrylic markers are good. We do, because every time I go live, I have to go under art and prints. How the hell is crochet art and prints? That's the only other thing that I can select, or it's what's the other one? I can't remember what the other category is. But yeah, it needs work. They're not elevating us the way they want because trading card games exists. Gumby. Um, but yeah, those are good. Did you get those on Amazon?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Type in acrylic paint markers and then look at
Yeah.
the reviews. You'll find ones that have really good reviews.
Yeah. The
Um,
36
yeah,
colors. I think I paid like $20 for them.
that's
Something
not
like that.
bad. The
No.
ones that Yumi Poo uses, what are they called? Somebody in the chat was in here in her show yesterday when she told me. Costas, Poscas, Posca. There's 32 or $35 for 16, but they're like so saturated. They're really good markers. But anyways, so if you want to be on my art show, just let me know. Just send me a message. You don't have to be an artist. You can be just a regular human who wants to glue stuff on camera. It doesn't matter. It's more for fun.
I'm not an
Um,
artist. I
it's
guarantee you, I'm not an
you
artist.
are soon. Gumby's been making playing cards with like simplistic drawings on it, and I'm not saying this to be mean. They look like cave drawings, but like in a good way. They like seriously in a good way. They're very simplistic, but they're like still really aesthetic. I love them. That was not an insult. They're so good, and I can't draw like that. Yeah, primitive, and that's very popular nowadays, and he's doing a really good job of it. So he's soon going to be an artist, but I am booked all the way through April.
Look,
So
look.
if you want to be on my art show, just send me a message. Say get me a slot. Go to my profile. Scroll to next year. All of the shows are there. If there's nobody's name in the title, you can claim that spot. Just message me. Okay, so part of the art show next year. Yes, you can. You know what, Ferrari? I really want to make duct tape that's bananaed to a wall and see if that will sell instead of a banana that's duct tape that's bananaed. Eh, eh, eh. I think it's clever. Gumby doesn't get it. It's fine. You don't understand fine art.
I'm thinking, you're doing what now?
So you've seen the banana duct tape to a canvas, right?
To a canvas, right? Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
I want to duct tape. I want to banana a duct tape.
To a
Like put
wall.
duct tape and then smush banana over it like it's tape. Just shut up, okay? It's gonna be cool. It'd be cool.
Yeah, but it's perishable is the only problem.
That's not my problem. That's
Once you
whoever
sell
buys
it, it's not
it.
your problem, right?
It's whoever buys its problem.
Oh no! Then you take a picture of it and you sell the prints.
The
Boom.
dream
See,
team. Dream
guys,
team.
that's why we work so well together, right there. That's why we work so well together.
Oh gosh. So part of the thing next year, it's not just us sitting there doing art and being our clever selves, right? I am also going to be asking questions. So if the chat gets stale, if we get bored and don't know what to say, I'm going to be asking questions. So these are some of the questions that I will be asking my hosts when they come in next year. So I'm going to ask Gumby these questions during our
And
little.
I haven't heard them.
He hasn't heard them. And we'll
I haven't
both
heard them.
respond. We'll both respond because I don't want to use too many of the questions because I'm going to ask you some of these in January too. So first question, how did you first hear about Whatnot?
Oh, my son told me about it. My son, who is a South Carolina thrift, told me about it, and he's talking about this app where you can go on and you can schedule live shows where you're selling stuff. And I'm like, what? You can do what? I was big on huge on Facebook Marketplace. I have a group
Very
page
different.
on Marketplace with over 10,000 people that just follow what I sell. And I was on that. I'm shipping stuff every day, every day. He said, yeah, I had a show the other day. I sold action figures, and I sold 100 action figures, and I made like $700.
Woo!
I'm like, you did what? And how much did you have in them? All that kind of stuff. He told me the numbers and how he shipped them and all that kind of stuff. I said, okay. So I signed up, and I watched. I got on and I watched just for a few weeks. I went to some shows. I go, I can do that. My very first show was December 6th, 2022. So $241 worth of small salt and pepper shakers and all that kind of stuff I had going on. And boom, there you go. The rest is history. And
What
then
was
the
your
problem
first
was, though,
show?
I went from being huge on Marketplace to Whatnot taking up the majority of my time. I did very well in 2023, extremely well. 2024 does not match up to 2023. Although
For Whatnot or Facebook?
Whatnot, I backed away. I backed away from Facebook,
And
and
you
I
backed
threw
away
all
from
my eggs in
Whatnot.
one basket. I threw all my eggs in one basket.
Well, you
So
also threw your eggs into the YouTube basket. And then once
yeah,
they were in the
well,
YouTube basket and the TikTok basket and the
exactly, and that's what happened in 2024. I was so had so many things going on at one time, and then late in the year, I decided to just hold off. Still do my YouTube. TikTok is not there. Still do my YouTube, and it's still growing. It's still growing. Which is not live right now. Hello, YouTube. And I went back into what, and then it's increasing again. So,
does my co-host show up on your YouTube?
yeah,
Oh, hi. Hi, Internet.
yeah. So
Me.
yeah, whatever you're showing right here is what they're seeing right now.
Oh, that's fun. So I found out. Wait, what was your first show category? Was it estate sales?
It had to be estate sales. I'm pretty sure.
And you just stuck with it.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
venture much because it's a good category. It's like
I do
encompasses
estate
everything.
sales, vintage decor from time to time, and
Yeah,
then if I do jewelry show, I may do jewelry. But other than that, even in jewelry, I
yeah.
stay in estate sales most of the time because it brings people in.
Plus, the jewelry category is so oversaturated. Yes, Sabrina's in America, guys.
Living in America,
I want
coast to
to be
coast.
in America. Okay, with me in America. Everything's free in America. Anyways, so I first heard about Whatnot because when I lived in Portsmouth, Virginia, this was the first time we ever went to this thrift store. It was like really hard to get to. There was parking for maybe 5 people, but it was like a whole parking complex. So I was like, I don't know. So I went in there and it was a like mom and pop thrift store. And I got talking to the lady and she saw me buying a bunch of like her antique stuff and like her really good stuff. And she was like, "Do you happen to resell?" And I was like, is it really that obvious? Yes, I resell. And she was like, "Where do you sell?" And I said, "Well, I sell on Facebook Marketplace and eBay." And she's like, "Have you ever heard of Whatnot?" Weird. Have you ever heard of Whatnot? And I was like, "What the hell is that?" And she's like, "It's an online marketplace where you can go live and sell your stuff." And I've sold like 150 items, and I've really gotten cleared stuff out. And I was like, "Okay, deal." So I went home, immediately applied to Whatnot. Like, I took a video of my inventory and sent it to Whatnot, and I was like, fingers crossed that they accept me. They accept everyone nowadays.
They didn't
But I
back
was
in the
like,
day, though. They
they
didn't
didn't.
back
I
in the
was
day.
so particular. I was like, "Hello, my name is Kylie. I am very experienced in blah, 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 blah. And here's all of my inventory. Here's my review of the last year's sales." Like, I was super particular about it. What? That's crazy. Yeah,
What?
nowadays they let anybody on. Anybody. Any old person. Yes, Sabrina didn't have to do
They're they're they're
crap.
asking Gumby Claus, a friend of mine, to sell.
They asked my husband to sell too because he was a buyer originally. He just supports, and now they're like, "Hey, do you want to be a seller?" Yeah, Jesse. They ask everybody. They don't care what you do. You can literally have one item for sale, and you just sit on Whatnot for 17 hours trying to sell the one item, and they're like, "Yep, sounds good to me. As long as there's
Yep.
somebody there." But anyways, so I went home, I applied, I took my videos, I made like a resume pretty much, and I applied, and within like 2 days, I think I was approved. And then I went live like a few days later, and I did a vintage toy show, and it was so nervous. I was so nervous. I had everything perfectly loaded in with eBay titles. And y'all know what I mean when I say eBay titles. I mean, like, you put every catchy word in the title, like
Yep.
vintage tin litho, Japan music box rotating handle crank, like all the freaking words. And everyone's like, "Can you run the vintage handmade Japan crank?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I need to figure that out." So I very quickly started using numbers. But yeah, so she had 128 sales, I think, and never went live again after she told me. She collected her $100 referral fee and then never went live again. And I like super surpassed her. And I'm at like almost 6K sales now. And I'm like, "Girl, where you at? Like, you could have been, I could have helped."
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, okay. Yeah, now I just sell butt bells and clowns and weird crap. Okay, non whatnot question. What is a skill you have that you're proud of? It's a thinker.
I I like to think that a skill I have. I like to
Mod,
consider.
mod, real quick, mod OB collector so she can post that into the. Announce it, Alexandra. Darling Face is super close to 1K.
Thank you. I like to think that me myself. I like to consider myself a problem solver. Um, I like to be able to take a challenge and turn it into something productive, something that may be negative, and turn it into something productive. I think that's a skill I have. Um, I think I could sell. Um, I mean, I think I could sell ice to a. Uh, they used to say use ice to an Eskimo, but I'm not sure that's the proper politically correct word to use. I don't know the right word to use, but you know what I'm saying. I think that's my skill,
I don't
and
know.
I think I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah,
If that's a skill, I
Jesse.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, my best skill is that I can sleep really well. I'm really good at sleeping. Thank you, Obi. Um, my skill that I'm proud of, I guess, is de-escalation. Like, I was literally trained in the art of de-escalating. So I took classes and multiple like workshops on how to de-escalate a situation, which is hilarious because in my own situations, I can't de-escalate myself. I get like really upset and I'm like, I don't know what to do. But with other people, I'm like, okay, well, let's talk this through very thoroughly and we can
Most
discuss
people are
the
like
steps.
that.
Yeah, and I can do that with other people, but not with
Yep.
myself. With myself,
Yep.
I'm like, panic, panic. So yeah, I'm good at that. That too, Jesse. Um, okay. What do you do? What's your favorite thing to do on your day off? And it can't be whatnot, because that
so
includes day off. Like day off,
yeah.
no
All right. So
whatnot,
so
no work.
nothing associated with reselling or anything like that.
No, it's like when you don't have to work, whatnot, or your actual job, your other job. I
I
know, right?
like to go. I used to say I want to go watch, my kids play sports and stuff like that. So, but they're not into. They're not. My son was a collegiate athlete. He's no longer playing college ball. What do I like to do? I work so freaking much on my day off. You know what I do? I sit there in a chair and I drink a cup of coffee. I enjoy that. Doing
Relax.
absolutely nothing.
So I think we should all. So this
I
was
don't have
something
days
that
off, Collie. I don't.
I know. If you asked me that same question a year ago, I would have answered the exact same way. But early this year, I promised myself I would learn to crochet and start reading books again because I don't take time for myself. And when I have time for myself, I just sit there and I'm like, well, what now? And then I start doing more work because I don't know what else to do. So I want you to make yes, I'm a hooker. I'm a hooker, a crochet hooker. I want you next year, your challenge from Kylie in the chat, I'm sure they'll agree, is to find a hobby. Like something you can do on your days off that you have fun with. I don't care if it's making birdhouses, writing poetry, doodling, whatever. You need to find a hobby because we don't take enough time for ourselves and we're freaking tired. So take time for
I'm
yourself.
learning the art. I'm learning the
You
art.
are. I can tell you
I
I am
used to
1,000 times happier reading and crocheting now than I was last year. I was exhausted.
I used to refinish furniture. That's what this building was
Ooh,
originally did. I had my Facebook group was furniture fine. Sorry, uh, furniture plus of Anderson SC, and
ooh.
I'd buy furniture, I repurpose it, refurbish it, paint it, varnish it, stain it, whatever, and sell it. So I enjoy doing that. However, I ain't got no room no more. I got all these smalls. So yeah, it
Ooh,
was
you
a
know
lot
what
of
would be
fun.
fun? Refinishing miniature furniture. You could do tiny furniture.
That's
That would
not a
be
bad
fun. And that
idea.
would sell
That's
like
not a
crazy.
bad idea.
And that would sell
Large
like
and small. Yeah,
crazy. Yeah. Refinish mulch.
not a bad idea.
Okay,
We got
next
9 minutes.
question. Um, are you more likely to be early or late to something?
Early.
Same.
Yep.
Cooch is the
I
opposite. Cooch is
believe
late to everything.
if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah.
I can't stand I can't stand arriving somewhere like a movie. I don't go very rarely go to a movie, but if I'm going to a movie, I'm not going to be the one walking in as all the advertisements are over and the feature presentation signs coming up, right? Oh
That's
no.
weird. I don't like
No,
that.
no. I'm there before all the advertisements start. I'm
Yeah,
sitting
same.
there watching a blank screen. That's what I'm doing.
It makes me anxious to be late or like even close to the time. Like if I'm like 3 minutes from the time I have to be somewhere, I'm like, oh my god, I'm sweating.
Right, right.
But like Koosh is like that, and Koosh is late to everything. Like everything. All the time. And I'm like, you're making me anxious. Because when we went to Springfield, it was so funny. Gumby was
I
awake.
know. I can tell you already. I was
Gumby
thinking the same
Gumby
thing.
was awake at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We weren't, the freaking Springfield doesn't open until 9. And the second we all roll out of bed, me, Ashley, her husband, my husband, we all roll out of bed. We go downstairs like we're ready for our coffee or whatever. And Gumby's like sitting there like, y'all ready to go? And we're like, no, we don't even have, like, we got PJs on, dude. And then it took us like 3 hours to get ready to leave. I'm ready in like 10 minutes. Like I can get up, drink my coffee, I'm out the door. But my husband, he has to get up, he has to check his emails, check his Facebook, check his stuff. He has to think about the day. And I'm like, love you. I know he can hear me. Okay, would you rather go to the movies or watch a movie from home?
Watch the movie from home.
Yep, homebodies.
Yep.
Because you can eat whatever
But
snacks you want and they're clean.
I'd rather have the movie popcorn, real movie
Oh yeah.
theater
Oh, yeah,
popcorn.
for sure. Yeah.
You know,
The snacks
so
are better, but I will trade the deliciousness of the snacks for the ability to control the volume because I'm like very audibly, that's not a word, auditorily
it is
sensitive.
now.
It is. I'm very sensitive to like auditory sounds, and especially bass. I hate bass. Yes, I want to watch with subtitles in very
No,
quiet. I love
no,
subtitles. I love it.
no.
Because sometimes I'm like watching something and I'm like, wait, what the hell did they just say? Did they just say nipple? And then I go back and like I have to rewind, and then I rewind too far. So if I look at the subtitles, I'm like, oh, they said pimple, not nipple. It's fine. So yeah, I'm very audio sensitive. I can't stand
But
movie theaters.
movie at home, you could pause it,
Yeah,
you could rewind it, you could turn it up so you can hear it, but I don't want no subtitles.
yeah.
No.
This is not one of the questions, but what volume is your? I guess you don't really watch TV. Um, have you watch sometimes
I
TV,
watched a
right?
football game last night with my son. So
Okay,
yeah,
when you watch TV, how high up is the volume? Like, is
I
it an
gotta
eighth
hear
of
what
the way, a quarter?
I gotta hear what they're saying. So if there's anybody else in the room that's chattering, the volume's going up because the TV is going to be above
Yeah.
anything else in the room.
Do you
So
remember what number you keep it on?
see, I think my TV goes like from 0 to 100.
Mine
So
does too.
so I'm probably close to the 70s.
Oh my god! I'm at
But
like
but
8
I'm
to
deaf.
10.
But I'm deaf. I can't hear. So
I'm at like
yeah.
8 to 10. I've had
No.
friends come over and they're like, Kylie, why is your TV so quiet? And I'm like, what, can't you hear? And they're like, not really. And I'm like, well, get closer to the TV. Like, this is, thank you, Ferrari. Like, 11 is too loud. I'm like,
It
oh my
depends.
ears.
It depends on how much, right? 10 out of what?
Yeah, if you're deaf, why don't you use freaking subtitles, Gumby? That's the real golden question.
No subtitles. No subtitles.
Oh man. Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
Um,
no odd numbers either. No odd numbers either. We'll be
they
going
do
into
vary a lot. I keep it
OB
very low.
collectors here in about 5 minutes, y'all.
Yes, we do. What is something you keep stocked in your kitchen at all times? Like a food or a drink?
Definitely coffee.
That's so true,
Coffee.
Nicole. It's because your generation killed your ears with loud music, and now you can't hear anything.
Facts.
Jesse keeps Dr. Pepper. Lisa's bread.
Yeah, my coffee. I would have to say I like chips and salsa, so I try to keep some salsa. I'm a weird one. I don't like cold salsa,
I like room
so
temperature.
I want yeah. So I
Tastes
will
better.
take if I have half a jar of salsa left in the refrigerator because it needs to be left out. It needs to be refrigerated. I get that, but I pour it in a bowl and I zap it in the microwave to get it warm because
Mm,
I don't want cold salsa. So there
yeah.
you go.
Oh, cold salsa. I keep whipped cream cheese in my fridge at all times and Ritz crackers because if I'm like not feeling good, which is every day, I wake up, I have my coffee, I eat Ritz and cream cheese. We call them CCCs, cream cheese and crackers.
Oh, yeah,
CCCs. So if
yeah.
Cooch is like, "Hey, do you need a snack?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me some CCCs," and he's like, "Okay," and everyone else is like, "What the hell are you talking
What
about?"
you talking about?
Yeah, I don't like warm coffee. It makes me tired. It's really weird. I don't
So
know why.
you want hot coffee or cold coffee?
Cold coffee. I can't have warm or hot coffee. Like the temperature. Jesse,
What?
blasphemy. Blasphemy. Yeah, I buy those
I like
International
flavored
Delight.
cream cheese.
I do
The
like the flavored
blueberry
ones
cream
too, but
cheese. Oh my
the whipped
god,
one's the best. I can literally eat cream cheese by the spoonful. It's delicious. But
me
yeah, no,
too.
I don't do warm drinks. The only time I had warm drinks was when I was sick. And like the last few weeks I was sick and I had to have something for my throat, so I drank warm tea, but I was also sleeping like 18 hours at night and then 3 hours in the day. It makes me so tired. Tessa, if you're a seller or a non-seller and you're live, you click the person's name and click invite to co-host, and then it'll split screen your cameras. Or we're secretly doing magic. But yeah, no, I keep International Delight um, caramel macchiato iced coffee in my fridge at all times because I can't drink warm coffee. I will fall asleep. It's so weird. It's very weird. All right, and last question. What is the worst job you ever had? This one? I'm just kidding. Train
I was
conducting?
I was
No, we
a
can't.
I was a sanitation engineer at a high school, and I was during in college. during college, I was a janitor at a high school. High
That's so
school kids
funny.
are nasty. They are nasty. And that was back in the 80s, back in the
I'll
late
one up
80s.
you. I'll one
Yeah.
up you. I was a sanitation engineer at a dialysis clinic
Oh,
for
yeah.
elderly people.
Oh, yeah.
Love my elderly people, but friends, if you got to take off your diaper, okay, you put it in the trash, not in the sink, not on the floor, not hanging on the freaking doorknob. I'm not even joking. These are things that happened. And we had to clean up like blood on the floor. And like, I'm like, y'all, it was so gross. It was so gross. But we also did it at 3 o'clock in the morning because that was when there were no patients there. So it was not only freaking late at night in a spooky hospital, but oh, you were administrator of a dialysis clinic, so you know how dirty it can get. It's freaking gross. Freaking gross. Crumbs everywhere. It's nasty. Okay, we're rating OB collectors. Thank you for answering our weird questions. If you want to hear more questions about Gumby, come visit us on January 14th, I
Something
think,
like that.
for
Something like
the
that.
Art with Friends, where we will be doing art.
And I'll be live tonight at 8 o'clock on this mini train. We got to go. 4 o'clock. Bye, y'all.